Hello, my name is Diana Munez. I'm 26 years old. I'm a native New Yorker. I live in Queens. Um, I live with my family. I've never moved out of the house. I live with two parents, mom and dad, and my twin sister, who is my best friend. And I just very recently, 3 days ago, uh, got rudely ghosted by my recently broken up with girlfriend. She broke up with me, not the other way around, of course. And this was realized that I had been ghosted after landing in Philadelphia at the airport after a 7.5 hour long flight from Dublin, Ireland, where she lives, where I flew to visit her for 10 days after knowing her for 3 weeks. And after being forced to stay at the airport for 15 hours before missing my flight, actually. The story just, it gets worse and worse. Being at the airport for 15 hours and missing my flight to New York, being rerouted on a flight to Philadelphia, which was the farthest they could get me, and they asked if I could take a bus down to New York City from there, which is a 4-hour bus ride after being on a plane from Europe. Luckily, at the last minute, they grabbed me and told me they could put me on a second flight to New York from Philly, and I gladly accepted. And believe it or not, even though it sounds ridiculous and like I had this coming after only knowing someone for 3 weeks, I absolutely trusted this person. Actually, I didn't absolutely trust them, but I did not think they would do this. I absolutely did not think they would do this. I did not think they would kick me out of their house 2 days before the end of my stay, and try to book a hostel in front of me for me that night, and then only allow me to stay because the hostel was all booked, and then tell me I had to stay somewhere else the next night. This person was my best friend. I know I sound extremely delusional because who on earth finds themselves in this position? Trust me, I am very, very, very broken up about every single thing that happened here. I miss my best friend terribly. I am between crying, drinking, being unconscious through sleep, and wishing I was unconscious. So, and even though she is so freakishly and scarily good at, as she self-proclaimed, cutting people out of her life and cutting people off, and she made the decision to do that with me. I was also a very, very, very good friend to her that she trusted, and she told me as much many times. She didn't need to tell me, we just knew. We spent hours and hours and hours on the phone and on Skype. We fell in love with each other, and it meant everything to her to have the relationship we had before I got there, which is why we decided to do it. We actually wanted to be together, so that is my experience of being ghosted after flying from New York to Ireland and back. I didn't explain how I was ghosted. I got to Philly, turned on my phone, didn't have a single message from her, which I thought was odd. It automatically sent up a red flag. When I went to WhatsApp, which is the app we used primarily to talk when we were not physically together, it was the foundation in which we built our communication. I saw that her profile picture had been, it was gone. All that was in its place was the default silhouette of a person, just the shoulders and head. I automatically knew something was very wrong. I was accustomed to seeing a lovable Pokemon as her profile picture, which we'd jokingly and hilariously agreed was her spirit animal. And message never sent. I rushed to Facebook in hopes that I could negate my certain fear that I had been completely blocked and eliminated. Her page did not come up. It said that the content was unavailable and viewable to only an audience I was not in. I called her long distance, and the call went straight to voicemail. I realized in horror and shock and awe that I had been ghosted by somebody that had verbatim told me that she just thought ghosting was a really shitty thing to do. So that is my experience of being ghosted, and hope you liked it.